Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hare Rama Rama
Rama
Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Rama 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। Hare Krishna everyone. So today is Thursday, 7th of December. It is Margasesha Masa or Keshav Masa, Krishna Paksham and Dasimi Tithi. So there are no events today. So but tomorrow we have got Utpanna Ekadashi. So prepare for the fasting tomorrow. So we shall quickly enter into our Srimad Bhagavatam. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Sutta Goswami is narrating about the past times he has glorified the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and then later on he turned towards the Katha to speak about Parikshit Maharaj, how he was liberated and how he has taken shelter of the lotus feet of Sukadeva Goswami, completely surrendering himself to the Supreme Personality of Godhead and attained. So Sutta Goswami, he started about Ekada Danuhudhyamya Vicharan Mrugayam Vane Mrugavana Anugataha Santaha Chiditha Trishito Bhusham Jalasayam Achakshanaha Prayveshatam Ashramam Dadarsha Munim Asinam Chantam Milita Lochanam. When he went for the forest for the hunting, so at that time he was stuck with lots of hunger and thirst extremely, and then in search of the water he entered into the ashram of Shemika Rishi, where he has seen Dadarsha Munim Asinam Santam Milita Lochanam, and he has seen the Muni who is in the meditation closed by closing his eyes, and he has looks very peaceful. Santam. So today Sutta Goswami is further saying that the position of the Muni, how he is sitting in his position. So he is saying the Muni, the Shemika Rishi, he has uh, retracted all his senses and the mind, the soul and intelligence, everything, and they are now inactive. So by keeping himself in the beyond the three positions of this material world, what are the three positions? These are the Jagruti, Swapna, Shushuptishu. Jagruti is the wakefulness, and then Swapna is the dreams. It is a smaller compared to the night, day and night. Shushuptishu, this is the deep slumber when there is a um, pralaya. So during that time, all these living entities they go into deep slumber into the body of the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu within this universe. And if this universe is completely destroyed, then all the living entities go back into Karnadaka Sai Vishnu into deep slumber. So that is the three stages: Jagruti, Swapna, Shushuptishu. So this Semika Rishi, he has transcended all these three stages. And then he is now completely qualitatively equal with the supreme absolute truth without unaffected, without being affected by these material things. So he has achieved that Brahma Bhuta stage. So likewise, Suti Goswami saying, so we are in the first canto, chapter 18, verse number 26. Pratiruddhendriya pranam मनोबुद्धिम् उपारतं स्थानत्रयात् परं प्राप्तं ब्रह्मभूतम् अविक्रियम् Pratiruddha Indriya Prana. So what he has done, he has restrained Indriya Prana, the sense organs, and Prana, the air of respiration. Pratiruddha Indriya Prana Manobuddhim Uparatam, and the mind, the intelligence, and Uparatam, making all them inactive. So he restrained senses, making all the sense organs and respiration, the mind and intelligence inactive. Sthanatrayat param praptam, sthana, and keeping himself sthanatrayat from the three places. What are they? And param, keeping himself in the transcendental position. Praptam, and he has achieved. What is that? Brahmabhotam avikriyam, qualitatively equal with the supreme absolute. Avikriyam, without affecting, unaffected. Likewise, he is beyond the three material modes of wakefulness, dream, and unconsciousness. So that he has achieved. Pratiruddha Indriya Prana Manobuddhim Uparatam Sthana Trayat Param Praptam Brahmabhotam Avikriyam. So translation for this verse is: the Muni's sense organs, breath, mind, and intelligence were all restrained from material activities, and he was situated in a trance apart from the three wakefulness, dream, and unconsciousness states, having achieved a transcendental position qualitatively equal with the Supreme Absolute. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. It appears that the Muni in whose hermitage the king entered was in yogic trance. The transcendental position is attained by three processes, namely the process of jnana or theoretical knowledge of transcendence, the process of yoga or factual realization of trance by manipulation of the physiological and psychological functions of the body, and the most approved process of bhakti yoga or the engagement of senses in the devotional service of the Lord. In the Bhagavad Gita also, we have the information of the gradual development of perception from matter to living entity. Our material mind and body develop from the living entity, the soul, and the being, and being influenced by the three qualities of matter, we forget our real identity. The jnana process theoretically speculates about the reality of the soul, but bhakti yoga factually engages the spirit soul in activities. The perception of matter is transcended to still subtler states of the senses. The senses are transcended to the subtler mind, and then to breathing activities, and gradually to intelligence. Beyond the intelligence, the living soul is realized by the mechanical activities of the yoga system or practice of meditation, restraining the senses, regulating the breathing system, and applying intelligence to rise to the transcendental position. This trance stops all material activities of the body. The king saw the Muni in that position. He also saw the Muni as follows. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So here Prabhupada is explaining in this purport, and also Sutta Goswami is saying here that is the Brahma Bhuta state. Pratiruddha Indriya Prana Mano Buddhi Muparatam Sthana Trayat Param Praptam Brahma Bhutam Avikriyam. So this is also Kapila Muni very clearly explains step by step process. If one has to achieve Gramya Dharma Nivrittisha, stopping all the material activities, Moksha Dharma Ratistada, and just concentrating only on the liberated state. Moksha Dharma Ratistada, Mitamedya Adanam Shashwat, Vivikta Kshema Sevanam, and eating, controlling all the food activities and taking the very peaceful place. not among the society. So in a very pleasant place. And then he has to brahmacharyam tapasaucham swadhyayah purushachanam ahimsa satyam asteyam yavad adda parigraha, and keeping himself into the ahimsa satyam, truthfulness, non-violence. In that way, maunam sadasana jayah stairyam prana janasanaihi Pratyaharasya indriyanam vishayan manasakriti. He has to retract his senses from all the vishayan, material activities. And then swadhishnyanam ekadeshe manasa pranadharanam. Just keeping only the concentration on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Swadhishnyanam ekadeshe manasa pranadharanam. Vayu agnibhyam yataloham matam chajiti vaimalam. And in such a way, he has to concentrate to cleanse all the mind. And within that one, pranayet shodayas sodayen pranasya margam. What he has to control his breaths. That is suchaudese pristapya vijitasanasana tasmin swasti samasina rujukaya samabhyaset. So these are the steps of process. Sitting here, pranayamaihi dahe doshan dharana vishakilvishan pratyaharena samsarghan dhyanena anishwaran gunan, and pranayama, and then pratyahara and dhyana. By this process, these are all the different angas of the Ashtanga Yoga process. So one has to restrain all of his senses. Then he will have to concentrate his mind on the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his bodily different parts. That is also says Tasmin labda padam chittam sarva avayva samsitam. In all kinds of situations, he has to Tasmin labda padam chittam. His mind needs to be completely absorbed. Sarva avayva samsitam. And Ange Bhagavato Munihi, and he has to Jhayechiram Ange Bhagavato Munihi. He has to concentrate his mind on the parts of the body, limbs of different parts of the body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, like lotus feet, legs, thighs, and waist, and then navel, and then chest, and then neck, and then face, and his shoulders, and his hair, his glands, and his eyebrows, and his nose, and the teeth, the very beautiful smile, and he has to concentrate. That is the called meditation, bhakti yoga. So here, this Muni is in the just Brahmabhota stage. Brahmabhotam avikriyam. So here it is not mentioned that he's. We'll see that one later on. How he is going to what he is meditating on. So at the moment he has retracted all his senses and he is in the Brahmabhotam avikriyam, that stage. He has attained qualitatively equal with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But Bhakti Yoga, so here the Muni is going further to concentrate on different parts of the body, and then he will have a different feelings and loving exchanges with the Supreme Lord later on. That is the Bhakti Yoga. So here, Pratiruddhendriya Prana Manobuddhim Uparatam Sthana Trayat Param Praptam Brahmabhotam Avikriyam. So that Muni is in that particular state. So Parikshit is looking at that Muni. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall quickly enter into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today letter to Linda Ryan, November 13, 1969, London. It is a small letter. Can I request any dear devotees to read this letter?
Oh, Hare Krishna, Prabhu, may I read?
Yes, Mataji, please.
My dear Linda Ryan, please accept my blessings. I beg to thank you for your letter dated October 26, 1969, and I have noted the contents. Uh, I noted the contents with pleasure. I am so glad to learn that you and your husband, Michael, are finding your lives very happy and satisfying due to the influence of Lord Krishna. This is the position of Krishna consciousness, that if anyone will take to it seriously, he will find instant improvement in his life conditions. By nature, every living entity is joyful and in Krishna consciousness, but due to association with material contaminations, certain souls have gotten their joyful spiritual nature covered up by the cloud of Maya. The purpose of our centers for Krishna consciousness is to give everyone the opportunity to remove this cloud of Maya from their consciousness and resume the natural, blissful life of rendering devotional service to Lord Krishna. The process is very simple: chanting, dancing, eating Krishna prasadam, and associating with Krishna's nice devotees. And these four items will make one advance very quickly. We are offering to everyone everything that is nice. Nice food, nice family life, nice music, nice philosophy, nice association. Only a rascal will not accept this gift of Krishna consciousness. So please continue to follow the procedure as you have been doing under the guidance of Bhagwan Das. Bhagwan Das, Jagdisa and their wives. When I return to Boston sometimes in December, perhaps you and your husband will be able to meet me there. I hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, Shikha Swami. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji?
Yeah, this is very simple. Prabhupada said, yes, just engaging in Krishna consciousness, and then just follow the four regulative principles, chanting and good association. So that way, quickly you get and then come away out from Mayas. And mhm. Yes, Prabhu. So that is a very simple thing. It's just four things: chanting, dancing, eating Krishna prasadam, and associate with good devotee. So you can quickly advance in your Krishna consciousness. Yeah, that was the takeaway, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Mataji. It's a very beautiful summary of it. So any other points, dear devotees? So here Prabhupada mentions, by nature, every living entity is joyful and in Krishna consciousness. So this is very beauty of it. By birth, everyone wanted to be happy all the time. But when he is of 3 years old, when he was just playing, some parents or some other children, they will come and take the child to the school and put forcefully into the school, even though we don't like it. So that is from that time onwards, that living entity is forced to the conditions of this material world. But actually, it is by nature, everyone wanted to be joyful and happy all the time. That is Krishna consciousness. And as soon as if anyone takes here and then continue with chanting, dancing, eating prasadam and associating with Krishna's devotees, they would once again, they get that happiness. When we see the Arati, Mangalarati and Darshanarati, so many devotees coming and taking so much of pleasure and ecstasy. That is the real life. That is the joyfulness. But when we are in this among the material society, we have to go to work and work hard and then come home. That is the maintenance of the body, so difficult. Actually, it should not be. So, but who has taken this one? even though working in the material conditions also with the knowledge of Krishna consciousness, as minimum maintaining the body and all these relations as much as needed, just as minimum bare necessities only, and everything else, all the vital energy of the life will be engaged in the Krishna consciousness to relish the happiness and joyful mood. So this is also Krishna says, Susukum Kartum Avayam Pratyakshavaghamam Dharmyam, direct perception of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All is happiness. Susukum. Okay, so that is the very beautiful process here. Any other points, dear devotees? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter, and from the announcements point of view. So today evening we have got Krishna Katha at 8 p.m. and the coming Saturday we have got regular Bhagavad Gita Sangha, but it is a house program at Devashish Prabhuji and Mampi Mataji's home. And dear devotees, kindly respond to Devashish Prabhuji so that Prabhuji could make arrangements for the devotees. And also one more thing, at the end of the year, that is a New Year Eve. So Devashish Prabhuji is proposing that all the devotees go together to the temple. So kindly let your opinions know, so that maybe all devotees would have association who are nearer to the temple. And that's all from announcement side from me. And dear devotees, if you have got any further updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. Okay, if there are no further updates, we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनन्तकोटिवैष्णव
Govinda ki
श्रील
jai, Srila
प्रभुपाद की
Prabhupada
जय।
ki jai. Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास